Let's be honest, it's gonna be really great news to hear what they do to him in prison, and I really can't wait. I really can't wait. We've got some breaking news out of the baby Emmanuel Harrow case this morning. YouTuber Brian and evidently has a source who told him that because they can't locate the baby's remains at this time, they sent in a fake inmate to kind of coax the location out of Jake. So, yes, you've heard right. They sent in a fake prisoner to kind of be his celly and try to get some information out of him. And evidently it worked, as he told this fake inmate that he did, in fact, kill the baby and then he placed him in the trash bin. And this contradicts what he told police officers, I guess, on Friday or over the weekend. They were out searching along Route 60. I guess he told the police that he rolled over onto the baby and then they disposed of his body. So it's kind of a different story that he's telling this fake inmate. And so now, of course, I'm sure officers are going to have to go search some landfills and try to figure out if that was even the truth, because who knows at this point what the truth is. But that's not why I'm actually here doing this video today, because I want to talk about what happened to baby Emmanuel's sister in 2018. So I want to take a look at this video. Now I'm going to warn you that I'm going to black out the pictures because they are really disturbing, and just hearing it is enough. Believe me, just hearing it is enough. And if you want to see what happened, I'll leave a link to the original video so you can take a look at it for yourself.
And the details that we've just learned about the baby's father and his criminal past, absolutely hair-raising. Yesterday, we learned about his felony child cruelty conviction, the one that put him in jail for 6 months back in 2023. Both Jake and his ex-wife, Vanessa Avila, pleaded guilty to the charges.
So evidently, Jake and the mother of that little baby both pled guilty, okay, to these felony charges. However, he only served 6 months. Now, I wonder if he took a plea deal or did a judge actually hand out this punishment. I don't understand how that could be all he got for what he did.
A child who survived but suffered horrendous lifelong injuries. Here is the little girl in her hospital bed, 10 weeks old. She is recovering here from several fractures to her ribs, to her skull, and to her legs. She is also recovering from a brain hemorrhage. This little girl was eventually removed from the Harrow home, and she was adopted by one of Vanessa's cousins. Promise is now 7 years old, but take a look at this picture. The damage that she suffered from those injuries was permanent. Promise was left blind. Promise was left unable to walk. Promise was left unable to talk and unable to swallow due to strangulation. We are told from this cousin that Promise has 3% brain function, that Promise needs a feeding tube, and that Promise will need round-the-clock care for the rest of her life. So let's just contemplate this as you see these pictures. Jake Harrow, who beat this child, received 6 months in jail and probation afterwards.
So yeah, that's what he did to an infant. Let's be honest, it's going to be really great news to hear what they do to him in prison. And I really can't wait. I really can't wait. First of all, I would like to know who decided on this punishment that he got back in 2018 for what he did to that little baby. Next, I would like to know, now correct me if I'm wrong, from what I'm understanding is he was in violation of his probation when they picked him up, for the murder charges. They said he was in violation of his probation, but he also had another 2-year-old child in the home. So he's had this child for 2 years under his care. Where is his probation officer for the last 2 years? How was he even allowed to have baby Emmanuel in the first place? He shouldn't have been around any other children, and he definitely shouldn't have been allowed to have another child. I'm just really disturbed at the fact that he only served months for what he did to that baby. She's 7 years old now. She can't walk. She can't talk. She's blind. Like, he completely decimated another human being, crippled and destroyed his own baby, and he got months work release too, is what I heard. It was work release. Society is the ones who failed poor little Emmanuel. He should have never been there in the first place. If any of those people had been doing their jobs, this wouldn't have happened. And now, we can't even find him. I hope this newest little scheme the police worked out to get some information off of him, I hope it works, and I hope they are able to locate baby Emmanuel's remains. And this whole thing's just such a failure, such a shame.